present. Do you want me to sit down here?
That'd be helpful.
Okay. I'm Curtis Martin, and Jeff Werner and Steve Wenger are also here. We're all on the board of the Lebanon County Farm Bureau, and we're grateful for this opportunity to address the commissioners. There's an issue that's near and dear to us that's coming up, and that's reassessment of our farmland. And thought this is an appropriate forum out here at the fair. And we just want an open dialogue. We have interest in what goes on. Lebanon County farmers are backbone of the valley. They generate a lot of economic activity. They're long-term residents. They're here to stay. And being that it's generally their interests are based on the land, they have a vested interest. And on most farms, the real estate tax is major outlays, major cash expense, and probably the overall theme that we want to see is that the dollar farmers are paying in taxes is somewhat equivalent to what we're getting back in services. There's been some studies done by Penn State, and farm real estate taxes are generally only costing municipalities somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 cents on the dollar. And I haven't documented if that was prior to Clean and Green and all that other stuff, but that is one of the focuses of what we want to make sure. We also want to see that it's important the commissioners hire highly knowledgeable assessment services, which I'm sure you want to do, but we want somebody that is knowledgeable in ag assessments. There have been other counties close by here that have had some issues with inaccurate assessments, that they hired people that didn't recognize what portable buildings and bins and so forth. They did not understand the definitions clear enough, and they had to come back in and do cleanup work because the services that were hired did not have an ag background. We also understand the law provides for clean and green treatment for ag land and forest land and other open spaces, and in the past, because of our so long since we've been reassessed in Lebanon County, it hasn't been any advantage to push the county to offer the clean and green opportunity, because the assessments were basically underneath what clean and green would value them at anyhow. It's something.
Not to interrupt you, but
sure,
the program is intact, but as you said, it doesn't pay the farmers to go into it.
Right,
but it is available.
That's true, right. But I can't speak factually that the county, I don't know if there's anybody taking advantage of it. It's something somewhat new for the county.
No, it's not. It's been around. The program's there. It's in place, but because of the assessed values of the farms, it doesn't pay any farmer to do it currently. Now, what you're saying, I think, is all accurate. In the future, it probably will. Right.
Your point's correct. And I think that once it becomes attractive for the landowners to apply for it, then there's going to be some administrative questions come up. There's certain decisions that you as a commissioner board will have to make as far as selecting base years, and I don't want to get into the details this morning. My main concern is that the ag community has a seat at the table when this is discussed. I'd much sooner be having open dialogue at the table now than being at odds at the end of the process and having to go to the expenses necessary to rectify things if we feel they weren't handled fairly. And the other counties have been down this path in reassessment, and I don't think we have to reinvent the wheel. Farm Bureau has done a lot of research statewide. They can give me a ton of resources that we can make available when Clean and Green starts coming into play. Some counties also set up ag advisory committees to be able to have a sounding board for the commissioners as they work through the process. So yeah, we're here to work with you, not in opposition to. So any questions you have. I have my expert panel here. Jeff said he'll answer any hard questions.
Are you suggesting that we start an advisory board? Or?
Yes, I think that idea has been floated in the past, and I'm not sure where it died, but that would allow us to be in on the discussion as a decision is being made rather than after the fact.